Boy, welcome to today's edition of AM Minnesota. Boy, did I get off on the wrong foot. Our AM Minnesota show today, we're going to talk about the Business of the Year Awards, announced by the Faribault Chamber of Commerce. They're going to celebrate these businesses, and all businesses for that matter, because it's called the Celebration of Business, on Thursday, May 12th, 11:30 in the morning at the Faribault Elks Lodge. Barb Larson, who is the Membership and Events Director for the Faribault Area Chamber, is with us. Good morning, Barb.
Good morning, Gordy, and good morning to all of our listeners.
Nice to see your smiling face. You've had a bit of a...
I was out for 2 months.
Yeah.
I fell and tore up my shoulder, and our very good friends at Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic in Faribault and District 1 Hospital took fabulous care of me, and I'm rehabbing now at Rehab 1. We have wonderful businesses in Faribault that can take care of us, so I'm going to be just fine.
And as it's interesting that the Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic is the Business of the Year.
It is, and we have a committee that selects the honorees out of a pool of businesses that are nominated from within our membership and from the community. And I had nothing to do with the selection. I sat in and facilitated the process with Kim Anderson, our chamber president, and it was a committee's decision to choose Orthopedic and Fracture, and we couldn't be prouder of them being a leader in our community.
Yeah, they've been on the show a number of times in the past several months. It's great visiting with those
Yeah,
doctors.
I think the docs come on and talk about things that they're doing, and I have to say that going there, they're friendly, they're efficient, they try to respect your time and keep your appointment on schedule and get right to business. They have the latest in technology, and so I feel very blessed to have been able to be taken care of by them, and our community should be grateful too that we have that tremendous medical care. As I said too, with District 1 Hospital and the Alina group and the Mayo Clinic group as well.
Well, not all cities our size had that.
Absolutely, that's true. We are fortunate, and being that we're on the I-35 corridor, being less than an hour from the metro and Rochester, we are very fortunate because with less than an hour drive, we could easily be told you'll have to go to the city, and so we are lucky.
Yeah, that and having the cancer center here right in
Oh my
Faribault, I
gosh.
think that's just such a
Yeah,
godsend.
and now the enhanced emergency center department that they're doing at District 1 and Mayo Clinic doing their big addition. We're top notch here.
Yeah.
We are fortunate, and I hope that people realize that and support our local businesses, not only in the medical field but all of our local businesses, because it is imperative to the growth of Faribault that we support our local businesses, because it is the business owners and the employees that shop locally and get their hair done and buy their cars and all of those things that recycle that money, and so it's important.
Well, I have to be honest, I was shocked yesterday sitting in a Board of Commissioners work session and finding out the County Assessor's Department did a great slide presentation on property taxes, very complicated property taxes in Minnesota. This young lady did an outstanding job boiling it down to the brass tacks, and they had some charts that showed that only 11% of our property taxes in Rice County come from commercial industrial property. That's not...
And so the rest is residential.
Yeah, residential.
Wow.
And of course agricultural. And
I didn't know that number.
Isn't
wow.
that something?
That
11%.
Yeah.
So we got to get more businesses
wow.
in industry here.
We do. And that's a lot of the work that we do is we work closely with the City Economic Development Director, Deanna Kennan, and then with Rice County to let folks know how great they could have it here with relocating or opening a business.
Osage, Northwood, Iowa. Northland Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Go to the website northlandbuildings.com. Barb Larson, who is the Membership and Events Director for the Faribault Area Chamber of Commerce, is in studio today. We certainly enjoy having Barb with us, and we're going to visit more about the Business of the Year Awards, which have been announced, and of course they'll be celebrating all businesses, but honoring these exceptional businesses during the celebration of business event on Thursday, May 12th, beginning at 11:30 in the morning at the Faribault Elks Lodge. By the way, Eric Lundeen, a psychiatrist, always get them mixed up. He's going to be with me tomorrow, and I got to bring a couch in here for me on the show tomorrow. And then on Friday, I couldn't resist. Friday, Josh Raymaker, who's the ship coordinator with Rice County Public Health Nursing Service, will be talking about one of my favorite activities is biking. I love to bike. May is Bike Month, so today is Bike to School Day.
I heard that this morning on the early news, so I don't go to school, so I didn't ride my bike.
No, I don't go to school either. I probably should ride my bike. I'm only a mile from here, but I'm heading to the Good U Athletic Awards banquet this evening.
Oh my gosh, you'll
And
want
I don't think I want to bike there.
No, I think you would be better off driving. Yeah.
Maybe someday I'd bike to Good U, but not tonight. So anyway, those are a couple of upcoming shows. You'll want to tune in. They'll all be very informative, I'm sure. So Barb, we talked about the Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic being the business of the year. This is the 31st annual Business Awards, and I don't want to stump you or anything, but have there been repeat winners?
There have not at this point. We have so many great businesses. We always have a full slate to choose from. It's not impossible for someone to win again. They do have to have been chosen more than 10 years ago. There has to be at least a 10-year span between being honored, but that does not mean that somebody couldn't come around again full circle. So, you know, we feel fortunate that we have a great slate to choose from. As we talked about earlier, Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic of Faribault was selected as our Business of the Year, and we all know how we feel about their presence in our community. Our Small Business of the Year, Jeremy at the Faribault Vacuum and Sewing Center, who went into the business with his father and is now the owner, and really services, customer service is a great part of the success of his business. Not only does he have great product, but great customer service, and it's nice when you go into a store and they know you by name and greet you.
Yeah, I have a little story about Faribault Vacuum and Sewing. Now, I've purchased all my vacuums there. I used to buy the cheapos, you know, at one of the big box stores, and then I decided to get a good one, and ever since then I've been getting good ones. But anyway, I was at the Kenyon Wanamago baseball game earlier this week against Cannon Falls Monday night, and this is a true story, folks. The guy making popcorn in the concession stand shows me a business card from Faribault Vacuum and Sewing and says he and his wife just got a new vacuum there. And he says they acted like they knew me. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think that part of the charm of a small community is that we know each other, and so obviously, regardless of whether you know someone or not, for a reputable business, they want to give good customer service. But I think it's especially important when you're selling to your friends and your neighbors and your relatives and somebody's grandma's uncle's cousin. And so we are proud that we have businesses that have that. And I would just like to add that Joe Cullinan, the store director at Hy-Vee, is our board chair this year. And every year our board chair has kind of an initiative that he wants to work on. And Joe this year decided that he wants to work on customer service. He wants to be kind of a leader again in the customer service part of the industry, and so that when someone comes into his store and says, you know, we're here for the weekend, what can we do, that his staff would know what resources are available, or at least where to point them to get that information. And so we're hoping that within this year we'll be able to offer some lunch and learns or customer service seminars that we haven't done for several years to our members. And of course there's always turnover in staff, so would be a lot of new faces, but in order for Faribault to thrive and for people to want to do business locally, there has to be good customer service.
And it doesn't take a lot of effort, because just a simple thank you.
Mm-hmm. And a hello, and how's your day, and did you find everything you need, or how can we help you? That's huge, and that unfortunately just doesn't come naturally to every person.
It's true.
But people can learn that, and so with Joe's guidance as our board chair, we hope to bring that forward to our members, that we can help them so that they too are better serving their customer in our community.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of people, well, this guy that I was talking to, he lives in Wanamingo.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in Wanamingo.
So lots of choices for him.
Yeah, and he bought his vacuum here in Faribault, and he's gonna go back because he raved about him. I mean, he showed me the
Sure.
business card, say, hey, look what my wife and I got recently.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
That is great. That's great. You'll have to share that with Jeremy.
I will.
As we worked through the process of the committee that selected our honorees this year, for New Business Spotlight, we had 2 businesses that have just really rocked it and done an awesome job within their first year or 2 of business. And so new this year we have co-honorees, and we don't want that to take away from the significance and value of the award. They each are deserving. But the committee decided to choose Bluebird Cakery and F-Town Brewing Company for our New Business Spotlight, and we're proud and we're thrilled to be able to honor these businesses. And I had the good fortune of being able to call these businesses and tell them they had been selected. And Kelsey at Bluebird broke into tears when I called her, and Noah at F-Town and Jeremy at Faribault Vacuum. They were just utterly surprised, and I spoke with Donna Slinger, the manager at the OFC, and she's like, what? We won? Are you sure it's us? And so it's humbling for these businesses as well. So we're grateful to have a great number of businesses to choose from, and we're proud. And so we would ask if you want to come and help us celebrate these businesses. We're having our celebration at the Elks on Thursday, May 12th. $15 for a reservation. We ask that you do make a reservation because we need a head count. Please don't just show up at the door, although if it's an emergency or a drastic change in plan, we certainly will do our best to seat you and get you lunch. But call the chamber 334-4381, and we'll be happy to make your reservation. It's a great event to come out and celebrate not only these businesses but all business. This year we also added a new award, and we asked our members, and we also put it out on Facebook and some other sources, and said, tell us about your best customer service in Faribault. What businesses have you gotten great customer service at, and why do you shop at a business? Maybe because of the customer service. And we couldn't choose one. We had over 100 nominations that came in, and so we took the 10 top nominees and are honoring them for excellence in customer service. And maybe you patronize these businesses for customer service, but Basilio's Pizza, Bluebird Cakery, Burkhartzmeyer Shoes, Fairway Stores, Faribault Ace Hardware and Ace Sports, Farmer Seed and Nursery, Grand Plaza Mexican Grill, Hy-Vee Food Store, Studio 14, Salon and Spa, and Reliance Bank. We're all listed in our top 10, and they'll get a nice award and recognition at our luncheon as well. So it was really great to have so many nominations come in, and as I spoke with these folks, telling them that their customers had such wonderful things to say about them, really gave them pause and to think about, what they're doing for the community, and that people do appreciate it and recognize it.
We are Faribault.
We are Faribault. That's kind of our theme this year. We want to be Faribault proud, and boy, we have a lot to be proud of. There's always work to be done, but we have a lot to be proud of.
They said last time that chamber folks were here, we are family, was that song back in the 70s?
Yeah.
Late 70s?
Sly and the Family Stone.
And I sat down that same day and I wrote a little poem about We Are Faribault. I'm not done yet.
Okay, well, when you're done, let us know.
I've been rocking on that baby because there's a lot of things to be proud of here in Faribault.
Gosh. Isn't that awesome that you have to just, like, how do you choose what you're going to talk about?
That's the hard part. It really is.
Well,
because
good for you.
I made, I don't know, probably 15 stanzas of stuff, and
Still
then I
not
thought, well,
finished.
geez, I got to mention this, and I got to mention that. It's going to be too long.
Yeah. Well, we hope to have a good number of guests come and celebrate with us these great businesses, and just celebrate all business.
How much is the meal?
The meal is $15, and Arna Farmer, who I'm sure many people locally know, is catering, and then the coffee shop and Chocolate Haven is doing the desserts, and they have a special surprise for some of the
for
the honorees this year. So Yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a little different this year, but you know, change is good, and it's all to benefit our members and to emphasize business in Faribault.
Well, I know you guys are proud of a lot of stuff at the Faribault Chamber of Commerce, but this is probably your granddaddy, right?
You know, and it's not our biggest event, but it is something that truly means something to these individual businesses. And like I said, it's not our biggest event, but it is one of our most important events. You know, we are a business organization, and so we do our best every single day. Our staff comes to work and plugs in hard, and we do our best to do referrals, and of course we are also the tourism office, so we work with visitors and let them know about all the great businesses, members or non-members, for the tourism piece. You know, when people are coming, we want them to have the best experience in Faribault, so they want to come back. And then of course we facilitate the Main Street program, and so it's a busy office. We have people that work very hard, and I'm grateful to hang my hat there every day.
The expo was a success?
The expo was a great success. It was our 25th, and we had a big business after hours. We had a record 66 booths this year, and the Faribault Foundation graciously sponsored the community showcase. That was successful. So we're not sure what we're going to do for number 26. May see some changes. We're just not sure. But we also have a golf tournament coming up in July. The other thing, though, that I'd like to just briefly talk about is our leadership program. Faribault's Future Leadership Program will have its commencement in June of its 19th class. So in September, we'll be starting class number 20, and I know that there are lots of alumni. There have been anywhere from 10 to 20 participants in each class. So I guess I'd have to do the math on how many alumni we have, but class number 20 will be starting in September. And you can contact the chamber if you want to learn more about it or have somebody that you would like to enroll. We work on raising community awareness, and I always tell prospects that I've lived here my entire life, and I'm a little over 50, not quite 60, and I have facilitated the program for the chamber for 8 years, and every month I go away learning something about Faribault I didn't know. So as Faribault evolves and grows, there's always something new to learn, and we get to do some tours. We get a day at the prison and Sage and the Faribault Energy Park, and we think we're going to get into the caves of Faribault, and so we get in some unique places that make us, of course, unique. And then we also have leadership and team building, and that has been facilitated by South Central College, and Brian Knutson has been my partner in crime in the program for the last 6 years. And Brian, of course, many people know, retired in January from the college.
And he moved.
I
was bummed by that. He goes to our church.
Yeah, anyway, he is finishing this year, but then he'll be done. So we're going to have a new partnership with the college, and the program will stay pretty much the same, but a new leadership person will maybe put some new twists on. The program is guided by a committee of alumni, and so we really every year look at what worked and maybe what needs change and how we can evolve it to keep it relevant. And we try to keep the price as low as we can. We meet once a month from September to June. And if you're interested, please call me at the chamber, 334-4381. You don't have to be a chamber member to participate in this program. It's open to the community. So anyone that wants to learn more about Faribault, maybe enhance or tweak your leadership skills, this is a program for you. You will not be disappointed. We've never had a participant for as long as I've been involved that has said that just wasn't worth it.
Really?
Yeah. So.
You don't have to be a member, but you probably get a break if you are, right?
No, the price is straight across the line. We have a partnership with the college that you're paying for that piece. I would also add that if you are someone that is working on college credit, you can take the program for college credit and work with, I believe it is Scott Taylor from the college. There's a little bit more work involved if you want to do that, but you can take it for college credit, so I'll throw that out there as well.
And you do have a limit on your class, like
we limit the class to 20 each year, and typically we close the class with 20, and we sometimes have a waiting list that we roll over for next year. So we do have ample openings for this next year, but we have our reoccurring businesses that always have had someone in the program and believe in the usefulness and the value of the program and re-enroll someone every year. So, and as staff turns over, they they find different staff or employees that need different training, and so.
Marketing and Events Director for the Faribault Area Chamber, Barb Larson, is in studio today. She's on our AM Minnesota program talking about all the great things going on at the Faribault Area Chamber of Commerce. When's the deadline to sign up for that leadership class?
We like people to be registered by the end of July. We will take applications as long as we have openings, but I think we'll see by July that we're getting close to full. We had a business before hours this morning at the Ritchie Eye Clinic and Crossroads Skincare Center, and there's a lot of interest. We talked a little bit about it, and I've had a lot of prospects that I've been visiting with. So.
Well, I know a lot of businesses do kick in part of the cost for developing leaders.
Many businesses, most businesses, I guess I should say, if they're sending someone, they pay the fee. So, but if you're an individual and you're not associated with a
Right.
business and you're just interested, you can apply, and hopefully we'll have room for you. We do also take people from nonprofit organizations that maybe are volunteers and need some leadership training. So it's a great program. I can assure you that you wouldn't be disappointed participating in the program.
Fantastic. We have a few minutes left in the show. Anything else we never?
Well, I do want to say that in May we always do a membership appreciation picnic for our members. We couldn't do the work we do without the support of our members, and we're just over 450 members strong. And so we have an after-hour event on Thursday, May 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 in the Chamber parking lot. And our board of directors will be grilling burgers and brats, and we'll be serving some cold beer, and our friend from Kona Ice is going to be there, and some Bluebird cupcakes I think are going to arrive.
That Apple F-Town Blues, I like that new apple they got.
Oh, I don't know what we're going to have, but we're going to have something from our local honoree from Business Awards. Anyway, it is open to our membership, and we invite you, if you're a member of our chamber, to come out and network with fellow members and let us say thank you for your membership. We're not going to ask you for anything. We just want to say thank you, and we hope we have your continued support.
Fantastic. When is that again?
That is on Thursday, May 26th, 4:30 to 6:30, and it's at the chamber in the parking lot. This will be our third annual, and we've not been rained out yet, so knock on wood. And we can certainly move it inside if we have to, but we're hoping for good weather. We've ordered it, and so we kind of think it's going to show up.
Yeah, they've had good luck so far, obviously.
Yep, and we'll have food and beverages, and there'll be some music and some yard games. So we hope that our members will come out and let us say thank you and celebrate membership with them as well.
So, folks, you can stop into any of these businesses, I should say, and congratulate them on their awards, right?
Right. That would be Orthopedic and Fracture Clinic of Faribault for Business of the Year, Faribault Vacuum and Sewing for our Small Business of the Year, and then our new business spotlight, our co-honorees, Bluebird Cakery and F-Town Brewing Company. So we're thrilled.
So what are the criteria in terms of small, what do you determine as small business?
Small business is 5 or fewer employees. So large business, of course, more than 5. And new business spotlight, you just have to be open for business less than 2 years. So.
What are the statistics, Barb, on that? Don't most businesses fail in the first 5 or 6 years, something like that?
Yeah, if you're going to fail, it's within the first 5 years. And I don't have a number. That wouldn't be a happy number to tote around in your head. But
no.
Sadly, there are businesses that just don't make it. And maybe they don't have a good business plan, or maybe they haven't looked at their competition. I will tell you, though, that at the Chamber, we also house the Rice County Small Business Development Center, and we offer free and confidential business counseling to new business startups, or even business that is looking for some expertise in certain areas. And if you call the Chamber, 334-4381, we can give you more information, member or not. that business is open to any business or resident in Rice County.
But what I wanted to get at was, it's nice to recognize businesses in their first couple of years, because that's the years that are most important. If you survive beyond the 5th year, chances are you're going to stay in business.
That's true. I think historically that's true, although with the recession, we did see a number of businesses that had been around past 5 years, small businesses that struggled and didn't make it.
Oh.
So historically, yes, within the first 5 years a business will make it or not, but you know, that recession really took its toll. But you know what, we're on the upswing now. It's all good. We're full steam ahead, and we are here to support business. And of course, as membership director, when I go and visit new businesses or membership prospects, it's true that not every business is a good fit for chamber membership, and there are many reasons for that. But I always close a meeting with someone and say, whether you're a member of our chamber or not, we wish you success. We want you to be successful because you're an important part of Faribault.
Yeah. There are some places open, folks. If you're thinking about starting a business, go to that small business center at the chamber.
Right.
They can help you with how you get started, because there's no class taught in it, right? I mean,
it's an individual counseling session. You sign up and we assign a counselor to work with you based on the need or the area that you're looking for some expertise. So
I was going to say, I met the new building owner next to Boss Floors earlier this week. He's from Apple Valley. Really nice young man. Very, very nice young man. And he's hoping to he's going to put like $250,000 into that building and get it all ready.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Barb. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Barb Larson with us from the Faribault Chamber. That's today's edition of AM Minnesota on KDHLAM in Faribault, Minnesota. I got to get my couch ready.